Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be something I have never done before. This is actually my 300th video on my channel, so I'm really excited about that. And I always want to film something just a little bit more different when it is new 100 videos, or not maybe different, but something special. And what makes this video special is that in February it is my 2-year panning anniversary. So in February 2018 I started my first project pan here on my channel, and since then my channel has been really focused on project panning. I love panning. So today I wanted to talk about my favorite products to pan and also my least favorite products to pan. Okay, so let's start this video with my absolute favorite product to pan. And if you have watched my videos, this should not come as a surprise for you. So my favorite product to pan is eyeshadow. Before I found project panning, eyeshadow was for sure one of my favorite products to buy. I would say eyeshadow and lipsticks. I wanted to try different formulas, I wanted to have different color stories. When I found a brand that I liked, I almost wanted to collect everything from that brand. I haven't bought any new eyeshadows since November 2018, that was when I purchased my last palette. And 2019 was my beauty replacements only no-buy year, and I'm still continuing my eyeshadow no-buy, most likely for a couple of more years, just because I do have so much beautiful eyeshadows in my collection that I want to get use out of before I purchase anything new. And I honestly don't even want to purchase new eyeshadows anymore, but if eyeshadow was previously my favorite thing to buy, now it is my favorite thing to pan. I think it is the most rewarding feeling when you actually hit pan on an eyeshadow. Whether it is an eyeshadow you really love and it was easy to hit pan on, or even better if it is an eyeshadow that you maybe struggled with a little bit and then you finally hit pan, and it's such a great reward for all of the hard work you put into that specific shade. Eyeshadow is not something that I get bored with really easily, even if I use the same eyeshadow over and over. You can do a lot of different color combinations, and even if you do wear the same eye look, it will look different if you pair it with different lipstick. For example, this look that I'm wearing today, I have been wearing a lot recently, and for example in my Pandad palette update video I was wearing this look with Vampy lipstick, and now I'm wearing it with more nude, kind of like mauvey nude lipstick, and it looks different. I mean, the look doesn't look the same, even though the eye look is the same. So yeah, I don't get easily bored when I'm panning eyeshadows, and I just love it. My favorite projects I have done so far during my panning career, if you will, have been my eyeshadow panning projects. Especially my first Pandad palette was really special to me. I panned the PH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette, the original one, and I just loved that project so much. That was in 2018, 2019. Then in 2019 I was doing a baby Pandad palette with a small PH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and now I am doing another Pandad palette. I'm panning the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. This year later I will be trying for the first time the Pandos eyeshadows project. I can't wait to start that project because I love hitting pan on an eyeshadow so much. So that project should be very good to me, but I'm not starting it quite yet just because I really want to get a good start ahead with my Pandad palette, and I want to hit pan on all of the shades in that before I start the Pandos eyeshadows. So that's why I will start that in the summer, but I can't wait, and I'm having so much fun doing my Pandad palette. And I will say that eyeshadow is, from my makeup collection, the only category that I can see myself panning in the future too. I do project panning because I want to downsize my collection, and once my collection is where I want it to be, I don't see myself really continuing panning anymore unless I have a lot of products that are getting older. But for example, I am doing a project polish. I have been doing it for a couple of years and I'm starting to be really pleased with where my nail polish collection is at right now. So because of that, I don't see myself continuing that project too much longer anymore. I'm actually going to stop doing that project in May when it has been 2 years of that project. Just because I'm so pleased with my nail polish collection, I don't feel a need to project pan anymore. But my eyeshadow collection is still quite large and it is for sure something that I will need to work on for years, but I don't mind because I love panning eyeshadows so much. And even when I do get my eyeshadow collection to my goal numbers, some of my palettes will be quite old and I would happily pan them. So yeah, I just love panning eyeshadows. There's nothing more I can say to that. So let's move on and let's talk about my absolute least favorite product to pan. Again, if you have watched my videos, you probably can guess this, but my least favorite product to pan ever is blush. As I said, I don't get bored when I'm panning eyeshadow because there are so many different color combinations I can do, but the blush, it's going to look the same every single day. So I get bored really easily and I'm somebody who wants to most of the times match my blush to the rest of the makeup, or then I want my blush to be something really neutral so that at least it doesn't fight with the makeup look I'm having on otherwise. But another thing is that it takes forever to hit pan on a blush, and I'm also someone who needs to see the progress to stay motivated. With eyeshadows, I most of the times can see progress. Even if I don't hit pan right away, I can see the dip growing, and finally when I will hit pan, I can see the pan growing. But with blushes, the experience I have panning them, I just cannot see any progress. Then one day I will hit pan, but by then I'm so sick of the color that I don't even want to wear it anymore. I do have right now one blush in Project Pan. I'm actually wearing it today. It is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. I love this blush, but I will say I don't love it as much as I used to, but because it is my most expensive blush, I don't mind keeping it in this project, especially since it's getting older. It's 4 years old right now, but I think in future I'm just not going to be putting blushes into projects unless the blush is almost gone from using it naturally, and then I might try to finish it up. Next, let's talk about lip products. I will say that in general lip products are not my favorite products to pan, just because I might get bored panning lip products. Little bit easier than panning eyeshadows, for example, because lip product is again something that when you apply it, it's going to be that certain color. So unless it is like a holy grail red lipstick of mine that I would want to use every day anyways, I know I don't do it all the time, but if I had to have only one lipstick, it would be red. So that I could pan. And also if it is a nude that goes with so many different eye looks, then I could pan a lipstick. When we talk about lip products, there are my favorite type of lip product and then my least favorite type of lip product to pan. So let's talk about those. So my favorite type of lip product to pan is a bullet lipstick or a lip crayon or other lipstick like that, where I can do progress lines so that I can actually see the line going down each month, because again that gives me motivation when I can see my progress month by month. I have once put a bullet lipstick into a project when my goal was to use it 30 times. So I did tally my uses for that, and I also measured my progress on paper, and it was so motivating when I saw how much the product did go down when I had used it 10 times or 20 times or 30 times. And I think if I'm going to be panning bullet lipsticks in future, that's something I might do because it's really interesting to see. But let's talk about my least favorite lip product to pan, and I think in future I will not put these products into projects, and I'm talking about liquid lipsticks. So the biggest reason why I don't like panning liquid lipsticks is that it's so difficult to measure your progress. When I'm panning liquid lipsticks, I do weight them, but I don't have super accurate scale. It only shows by 1 gram. And I don't have a need to buy a new scale just to weigh my makeup, so I'm going with my kitchen scale because of that. But you know, it takes forever to get the weight of a liquid lipstick go down by a gram. Another thing is that liquid lipstick is something that you don't really need to reapply it at least multiple times during the day. When bullet lipstick, you maybe will reapply a little bit more, or then lip gloss. Lip gloss often comes in a similar type of packaging than liquid lipstick. However, lip gloss is something that you reapply multiple times a day, so you can see progress faster, you can see the weight going down, you can feel the packaging being lighter. But liquid lipstick is something that I most of the times just apply it in the morning and then I reapply maybe once a day. So it's a really frustrating product for me to pan. And yeah, overall I like liquid lipsticks. I do have some formulas I like, and certain colors I do prefer in matte formula, for example Vampy Lips. But I don't think liquid lipsticks are something that I will be buying a lot in future. It needs to be a really special color that I would get it rather in a liquid form than in a bullet lipstick form. And then I don't think I will be panning my liquid lipsticks. I have never finished a liquid lipstick and I honestly don't see myself ever finishing one, just because there's so much product and you use such a little bit. Then last but not least, I wanted to mention my favorite non-makeup beauty product and my least favorite non-makeup beauty product to pan. So my favorite non-makeup beauty product to pan has to be nail polish. So I'm actually today wearing a nail polish that is in my Project Polish. I have been doing my Project Polish for almost 2 years, as I said. Now I'm starting to be done with it, but just because I am there with my nail polish collection where I want to be. And by the way, I will be filming a nail polish collection video next month. I got a request to do that, so I will be filming it. But I think Project Polish is so much fun, and nail polish is again a product that you can easily follow your progress because you will see the line going down. So for me, that's really motivating. And for some reason I feel that every time I have been panning a nail polish, the nail polish has almost became a part of my style during that time when it has been in a project. With some colors I have really struggled. Like I remember last summer or last spring and summer I had a light green nail polish in a project and oh my god, I struggled with it so much. I didn't want to see it on my fingernails anymore, so finally I started doing my toenails with that polish because I didn't like it. Don't know if I would pan a nail polish I dislike so much anymore. But most of the times with nail polishes, even if it's not necessarily my holy grail color, it can kind of be a part of my style. I just get used to seeing it on my nails every day and yeah, I don't know, it's a fun product to pan in my opinion. Also, I'm somebody who doesn't really wear a lot of colorful makeup. If I do, it's most of the time bold lipstick that I'm wearing. But colorful eyeshadow is something I tend to shy away from. Of course, I do have some colorful eyeshadow in my collection that I want to get more use out of. But I am for sure more like a neutral, everyday type of makeup wearer. Or then I like kind of like classic and glamorous looks with neutral eyes and bold lips. But nail polish is for me an easy way to wear a pop of color in my look. But let's talk about my least favorite non-beauty makeup product to pan, and this is for sure something that I will not be panning in future. I think I have only put one of these into project previously, but it's just not something I want to be panning, and I'm talking about perfume. And the reason I don't want to be panning perfumes is that for me it is a product that it needs to be really appropriate to the occasion I'm wearing it. So I will not wear a super heavy perfume to work, for example, and then it needs to be kind of like seasonally appropriate. So I will not wear a fruity perfume in the middle of winter. So because of that, it can be really challenging, and overall I need to be in a certain mood for wearing certain type of perfume. So for me, if I spray to myself something that I really don't want to be wearing that day, it can almost ruin my day, and I will notice it more if it is something that I don't want to be wearing. And I don't have a big perfume collection, so in that sense it doesn't make sense for me to pan my perfumes, but even if there is a perfume that I don't necessarily want to have in my collection anymore, I will rather give it to someone else who will appreciate that scent more, unless it's almost gone and it would be relatively easy to use it up. But yeah, perfume is something that I want to have a nice selection, and then I want to be able to choose whatever perfume I'm feeling that day, because I will smell it. And I'm not even someone who sprays a lot of perfume to myself. I don't want to fill the room with my perfume when I walk in, but I will still smell it even if I spray just a little bit of perfume. So yeah, I really need to be in a mood for what I'm going to be wearing. Okay, so that was everything for today. Let me know down in the comments what are your favorite products to pan and what are your least favorite products to pan. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in my next one. Bye bye!